Today on Uncommonly Good MTG, we're playing Tarkir Black, which is a deck made up of 90% cards from Tarkir Dragonstorm. This is new. If that sounds interesting to you, then stay tuned to find out more. Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I'm your host, the tertiary adjunct to Unimatrix Zero, Dr. Yukon SuckIt. Yes, thank you. Filmed for a live studio audience. Thank you so much, Yukon SuckIt. Word to your mama. So I'm broadcasting to you today from my secret underground headquarters, and I'm bringing to you a deck of my own creation. Yeah, the deal is that, Tarkir Dragonstorm's been out for, I don't know what it's been now, a little over a week, and I kind of feel like things are getting stale already. How can that possibly be? We got like 3 months until the next release, and it's already stale. Anyways, I said, you know what, man? I'm just going to go see what Black Tarkir has. I'm going to put together a deck with whatever they got there, and I'm just going to play it. And you know what? It did pretty darn well. It did well all by itself. The thing is that the control was lax, right? So I dropped 4 cards, and I missed some stuff around. I ended up putting down Cut Down, Go for the Throat, and Shoot the Sheriff. Those are my go-to for black cards, right, when it comes to black control. What do we got? We got 6 of them. Other than that, this entire deck is all from Dragonstorm. All of them. Every last one. All right, so this is it. This is my experiment in pretty much a 100% Dragonstorm deck. All right, so let's talk about the cards in this deck. We'll talk a little about how it should work, and then we're going to go out and crush some hopes and dreams. What do we got here today? Creature control, and Planeswalker. This guy has lifelink. And if he dies, you can then put lifelink onto another creature, and lifelink is great. This guy's got flying, and if you got a counter on something, as in like a lifelink counter, then each opponent loses 1 life whenever it attacks. That's great. Creature control. This guy was a flying. He's got a big old butt, and whenever this creature attacks, you lose 1 life. And this creature endures. When he endures, he either gets a Popo counter, or you can create a 1/1 white spirit token creature that you can use for blocking, sacrificing, attacking, whatever you feel like. Target opponent exiles a creature they control and their graveyard. So SuckIt Reanimator decks. This one will screw them over big time. Notice this forces them to discard, and you get put a Popo counter on something. It's all right. In fact, let's talk about that later. Avenger of the Fallen. Let's see, I've only got 1 of this guy in here. Probably because I only had 3 of this guy, so I put this guy in here as just an additional. Because this guy's got flying, this guy's got Death Touch and Mobilize, which is X number of creature cards in your graveyard. We got a bunch of creatures potentially that could be in the graveyard. Love Mobilize. It's probably my favorite thing from Dragonstorm. Death Touch and Mobilize. We got a bunch of good Mobilizers. We got a bunch of good Death Touchers. They got this guy's got a 4-butt. This has got a 3-butt. This guy is, he's like pseudo board wipe, and then potentially you could also use him as a dragon with ward. He's been an MVP in other decks, most valuable player. And this guy is, if we got nothing better to do, I got a singleton in here where for 7, he can have flying and Death Touch, and when he enters, you exile 2 cards from a single graveyard. So help to take care of those Reanimator decks, get rid of the Mothman out of there, or with Traxia, get rid of that one. Maelstrom. So when you get applied enough, you can sacrifice this to go find a dragon, put it into your hand. Go get the guys you need. And that 20 lands. All right, so what are we going to do? We're going to control the board. We're going to be controlling a lot of little stuff, getting some dudes out. We got a bunch of Death Touch. We got a bunch of weird stuff. We're going to roll them down. Eventually handle them with dragons. And then we'll win. The end. All right, so before we go out and do our damage, let's do as we do every night. Let's say our prayers and talk about what is best in life. Hands together. Dear Black Queen Sheldred, who dwells within the dark chambers of my heart, please hear my prayers and grant your blessings as we attempt to crush our enemies, see them driven before us, and to hear the lamentations of the women. All right, we're playing against Chatatron 10,000. Keep. These guys are awesome. Let's get for the goblin pops. All right, a couple of 2s. That's great. That's nothing, man. Everything I have is land or creatures. You have to throw something away in the situation. It'd be the Alchemist assistant, because then he just goes to your graveyard. You can play from there. Well, like I just said, Alchemist assistant. All right, 3. Let's pop this guy up. Throw on to the bug, and all in. All right, let's see if he wants to discard his card so badly. All right, well, there goes my other dragon. All right, so 3 more turns. This guy's dead. Let's just hold on to what we got. All right, we've got to shoot that guy. Because you do not look like an outlaw. It means you could take it. That's a land. All right, we're just going to have to rage forward. There's our other boy. What do you do for me? If you control a creature with a counter on it, each one loses. All right, looks like it's just somebody you get to die for. Oh, I've sacrificed 2 creatures? That's the devil. All right, come on. I have no answer for this. We could do create Skeletorns. Come on, pass the rock, yo. We're coming. Ooh, I like that. Let's see what we get from this one here. I don't have any more good dragons left, though. Just big boy there. Is this enough to win with, though? No, I'll just go all in. You still can't get me with her yet. All right, down to 2. Down to 1. Nope, that sucked. Okay, now I gotta spend time going after Liliana like a sucker. All right, fine. I don't have the money for it. This will give me the money, and you will do it. money, the mana for it. There we go. What are we exiling from here? Sure. Up to 2, huh? Yep, you 2. All right, we got 7 showing right here. He's got 8. Come on, let's hold it together. He wants more cards. He's down to 5. That's good. If you're playing Tiny Bones, that's just bad for him. He's got nothing better to do. And we win! In your face, Davy Jones. Victory! I'm playing against Ronaldo Furioso. All right, Furioso, looks like you are holding everything back. I appreciate it if you didn't do that. Target opponent exiles a creature they control and their graveyard. Suck it forever. All right, I mean, I can't do anything with that anyway at 1. I need 2 for this. I guess I have dragons I could show. What the heck is this? All right, Sinkhole. Jeskai. And he's going to show a dragon. All right, this is number 3. We'll get out another guy. More mana? Yeah, mana's great. He just doesn't like my guys. He's trying very hard. I will strategic betrayal your dragon. The sorcery I gotta do on my turn, so what am I waiting for then? Let's just go with what I got. Mobilize! All right, let's put in this guy. I mean, I think you want to put a dragon out. You don't have too many cards left there. Yeah. You really want to know what my cards say, don't you? Think about it. Pick somebody to get rid of. There you go. Nice, down to 12. All right, so we got a little bit killed. Depends what he puts out. Discarding a card, huh? Keep it going, full steam. Source Freeze, I gotta do that in his turn. Alright, he's down, he's just gonna have land. He doesn't control a dragon. What do we got? All right, it's another guy. That guy's pretty cool. Mobilize! All right, there we go. He's down to 9. What are we looking at here? We're looking at 6. I got a dragon we are beholding. This is an instant. I do not have the mana for it. I always do it at his turn. Clear the board a little bit. Clear the path, my guys. All right, you got 1 card in your hand. You better have something to do with it. Or I'll put out a mandrill, who's an old world monkey who likes to wear a cape. His name's Mojo Jojo. All right, he's roping now because he can't figure out what to do with that 1 card in his hand. Like, oh, 1 card in my hand. It is so many choices. Instead, I shall rope. And that's here. Cut the grass like I'm an internet dude who's making my videos by mowing lawns. We'll get this looking nice for this old lady. Not taking care of it very well. But, you know, I like to, it's been one day of the week. Giving back to the people. Here it comes. -3, -3 is not going to do a whole lot, is it? Mobilize! Yeah, therefore, you want to jump in front of that, that'd be great. Another mana. No, at this point, I think I'm okay. Should we put our assistant monkey out? Nah, let's just use the Caustic Exhale potentially. All right, so he's got a lot of problems here. I got a guy that does Death Touch. Is it protection from monocolored? Is that what it said? Hexproof from monocolor. I can't Caustic Exhale him now. Oh no. All right. Nothing you can do with that. You were tapped out, my friend. And we win! In your face, Ronaldo. Victory! Alright, playing against Dofferman. Doffernan. Where's your pet? Narcissistic psychopath. Alright, that bat needs to die. Alright, 2. We got ourselves a bloodline. All right, 3. Let's get a Nightblade out. That'll be nice. At 4. That's great. That's exactly what we want. I mean, I could have kept it back to block the flyer. I'm just not that concerned about it at the moment. You guys already above my ability to kill, or is he? Should I just do it now? Let's send them all in. Mobilize! There we go. Oh, I'm only doing 2. That's not going to do it too well, is it? All right, I'll do it anyway. Let's have some fun. 1, 2. All right, you're not going up any higher, I'll tell you that. At least until you put out another guy that gains life. Here's the other guy with Death Touch. And another hand. Now let's go find something more engaging. Nope, we're done. Yeah, come at me, brah. And they're gone. Do you look like an outlaw, ma'am? Because you don't look like an outlaw to me. You look like you're dead. All right, we got ourselves a mandrill. He thinks he could do something with what he's got in his hand. How incredible. Let's see what he does here. I know we could sacrifice his land to go get a dragon. I'm not sure I want to. My dragons are expensive. There's your control. Alright, come on, deck. Give me something good. That'll do it. Gone. And we're back. 2 mandrills. It's everything I ever wanted in a deck. And he's just top decking it. Alright, so I got 5. Oh, who do I want 5? Our pal, the Scavenger Regent. That's what I want. He's not going to chump. He's going to... Because that guy's too much potential is the problem. I'm back up to 20, which is great. The question is, should I just wipe my own board is the problem. Let's go with the guys we got. We can blow one of them away here in a second. We gotta keep Lightfoot there from doing anything. All right, he's got a single card. That kind of sucks. That's the guy we got to kill. Hopefully we'll get some control. That's bad. Things are starting to get drastically out of hand right now. That's not helping us out, is it? We'll leave that mandrill back as a means of keeping the little boys off of us. All right, come on, control cards. Where are you at? Now, you are just a big, stupid dummy. All right, if we're in a race, we're winning. Quick, gain in life. I'm disappointed in that. There we go. That saved us some time. Sure, let's give this guy a life gain while we're at it. All right, he's down to 5. Obviously, he'll gain some more life this turn. A last mandrill to block with. We are getting a lot. We want to pump by 1. That'll give us 6. Let's put another dude out. That's fine. It's down to 2. We'll put this on here. It gives us a little bit more life gain. That's always good. All right, we can do 5 points next turn that he can't seem to block. Is it 6 with this? I don't want to touch it. If I touch it, he starts getting all touchy about the situation. He's looking for guys. It'd be nice if you just whiffed. That'd be fantastic. Flying is not great. So you just create little babies, don't you? That's what you do. Unfortunately, that is bad for us. If we get some control, we might be able to get something out of this now, but he's just dumping in life all of a sudden. All right, can't do 7. All right, come on, deck. Something other than land. All right, this is pretty cool. What can I do about this? Should I just wipe his board? What do I got to take out here? Going for the attack first. He'll get some life out of the deal. But I could wipe out everything with 2s. 15's not great. Let's just do 2. Create that spirit. There we go. All right, got him down to 3. We got rid of all the life gainers. And we're down to 11. You thought he was going to win? There we go. And we win! Suck it, suckerfish. Victory! All right, playing against ahhhhhhmytoe. Keep. I end up using this guy as a board wipe more than I use him as a dragon, it feels like. I do like the fact this comes out fast. All right, 2. And we're good. We're going to do a 3. That's interesting. You really just want to put something out badly. All right, Space Monkey Gleek, huh? Might as well. Let's behold I did it! Okay, I was gonna say, man, there's nothing to hold me back there. I just kept touching it, like nothing seemed to happen. Exile to get rid of a creature. All right. And we win. Suck it on my toe. Suck it. Victory! All right, I'm playing against GeoHero. GeoHero. He goes around the globe and he solves mysteries. All right, do I have any dragons? I do not. So this guy is a little on the more expensive side. Suck it. I'll play a double up for it. Let's just get rid of that guy. Aggressive negation would be great. I just got to get a third mana from someplace. How is he at 4? I'm at 2. That sucks. There we go. Well, that wasn't the card I'm looking for. All right, we'll put out the Nightblade. Because I do remember my whole plan was actually put out the Alchemist and then do Worthy on whatever. What does this guy do anyway? How dare you tell me to suck it? How dare you? All right, suck it, chump. Where's all my vicious control at? All right, more mana. Yeah, I was just thinking to myself how I needed more mana. 6 would be great since everything costs 3. Can block it. All right, do I like one of these guys more than another? Mobilize! I'm surprised. He's got tons of mana. He's probably just got mana in his hand. Otherwise, he'd be playing what he's got. What's he got there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's got 7. Well, let's just see what he's got there. Go. There we go. There we go. That's nice. Let's super mobilize there. There we go. A couple guys. I don't have very many guys in my graveyard. Is that the deal? All right, if he tries to choke something else back here, we can just, you know, choke it back. Super Monkey Force. All right, we're tied up at 9. And this is not doing me good right at the moment. You don't have a lot of rats, man. I don't know what your deal went there. All right, go ahead. Down to 2. Get this boy out. When this creature enters exile, 2 targets from a single graveyard. Put a Popo counter on him, and do I have the mana for it? I don't. Let's just let it go. That's pretty decent. All right, so we got all that up there. Go with what you got. Okay, so you can block those guys. You guys will die. We just win. All right, there we go. Winner, winner, victory dinner. Cool. All right, so we're at the Tarkir Black, and yeah, it did really well. It did really well. It's not that impressive of a deck when you're playing it, but yet it's a solid, consistent deck that's got a good curve to it. It's a great little mid-range deck, and everything did well. So for trying to play to cure spells, Dragonstorm stuff, it was good. It was good. I mean, everything did very well. Let's get down to it. Who's the MVP? Who's the most valuable player? I keep thinking it's Scavenger Regent. I think I pulled this guy out before. I said he was the MVP. Thing is, I love his board wipe. It's really good. I like the fact that you can tune it in to get just below your guys, because a lot of you guys have big old 3 butts, meaning you can clear out things with butts or 2 or smaller very nicely. I like the mobilize that's in this deck. The other card I kind of really liked is Strategic Betrayal. Upon target opponent exiles a creature from they control and their graveyard. When you're going against Reanimator decks, this is really good, especially because you can if they're playing small amounts of actual creatures, they usually only have 1 out at a time. This will take care of their creature and it eliminates their graveyard. Oh, that is so choice. It just depends what you're playing and whether this is good or not. The other guy I kind of really like is the guy that puts out the maggots. Is that on this deck? Let's see if I can find it. Is it the Sinkhole? Yeah, it's this guy. The Sinkhole Surveyor, because Endure, he either pumps himself up or he puts out a spirit token. And I can sacrifice those spirit tokens to the worthy cost like crazy, or just put them out like chumps. This guy is pretty freaking decent. The fact that he's so cheap, he's got a big butt, he's got flying, and he puts out... it's hard to say. I'm going to give it to Sinkhole Surveyor. You just got so much value in a card. It's really incredible. All right, so let's give it to you. Yeah, Sinkhole Surveyor, you're going to be today's MVP, just narrowly edging out the Scavenger Regent just because he's an expensive card, while I can get out early and often and do great things with. All right, so there you go. Sinkhole Surveyor, you are today's MVP. All right, let's get down to it. Was this deck competitive? Believe it or not, I got an 80% win rate with this. 80%. I don't believe it. I don't believe it's an 80% deck. I think it's more of like a 60% deck is the way it feels. But it's kind of reminds me of a Platinum Mythic deck, right? Where you just have a deck that works, that shouldn't work that great, but yet it does really well. So I'm going to say, yeah, I hate saying it. Yes, it's a competitive deck. I'm not going to say that you can climb the ladder with this. It's not going to be in the top 5 list to come up, but it's a deck worth playing. It's competitively played. I took it on the ladder. I did okay with it. Yeah, it does. I mean, it does poorly against Life Gain, but I've even beat Life Gain's butt with it. You just have to be really good on staying on top of keeping their life gainers out of the light. But other than that, it's not so bad at all. Number 2, was this deck fun? Look at that. See, there's so many at 2 there. Yeah, we had a lot we could play. That's what made the deck fun, is we had a lot of early game action, but then we did mid-range into some decent stuff. These were fantastic. The fact that when I had enough mana, I could sacrifice them to just go pick up whatever dragons I wanted. Yeah, that was really good. I almost feel like I could never play this guy, but I did in the last game, I think. Trying to play for a full, what is it, 6 to put him out? Flying, Death Touch. I could say the flying we got in here is really good. The Death Touch we have in here is really good. Yeah, all the cards all together, they don't shine in particular as being these fantastic cards, but put it together in this deck, and it is a really decent layout for a deck. It works well. All right, lastly, was this deck interesting? Absolutely it was. Why? Because we're playing with pretty much like 95% new cards. I'll tell you, like originally I had all Tarkir cards in here, all of them, right? But then it turns out the control was not as tight as I'd hoped. Like these worthy costs are hard to play sometimes, and the strategic betrayals are a little weird because they're not targeted. So yeah, I put in cut down, go for the throat, shoot the sheriff. But that's it, man. Those are the only 3 that aren't from Tarkir. Everything else is brand spanking new. So if you're looking for something new to play, yeah, this is definitely the deck for it. All right, so let's add that up. Was this deck competitive? Yes. Was this deck fun? Yes. Was it interesting? Totes my goats. Yes, it was. All right, so it makes this into an A+ deck. And as I'm required by federal law to say, this deck is so choice. I'd highly recommend you pick one up, should you have the means. That's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the underground secret headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. In the words of my people, be excellent to each other, and party on, dudes.